trying to run the operation. Went broke in the check and put $100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, Jake Elliott to kick off Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and his Philadelphia Eagle offense.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Eagle first down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Down by Deion Jones.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 21 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He's on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Wentz's pass.
Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley.
That's good.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action now. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 9:03, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding
so far so good for him. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Returnable for Thomas. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff for Gurley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
It's caught. Jones. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
8-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Falcons 7, Eagles 6.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A slant to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Dallas Goedert.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 22, Ryan. Jones has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 38, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A throw over the middle, taken in.
Ryan's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
25 yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Another try on second down with Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Number 26.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 31. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside there to make the grab. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Jake Elliott.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And it's up and good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
For Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Philadelphia.
On first down, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Winston's pass.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Eagles 13.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Yeah, maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz eluding the pressure. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Wentz's pass.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Russell Gage, 42 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly. And oftentimes on the move, when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and short. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3 yards.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Wentz on target to Rager. 1st down, Eagles.
1st down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Quick throw outlined by Wentz. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 21-yard line.
Wentz to throw again. And it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Kicking team.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 16 yards, a 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you got to be careful with those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. 31. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 42-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
Wentz now on first down. Wentz is intercepted yet again. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And 10 yards.
Now Wentz on third down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Back now here on EA Sports.
38.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Wentz took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to